I feel like I'm playing drums in 2020, but like my tech is like 1960 sort of stuff.
Hey guys, thanks so much for taking some time out today to talk to Good Call Live. I'm Shannon, this is Liz, and we co-manage Good Call, and we absolutely love your music.
Thanks for taking the time to Zoom chat with us. How have you both been?
I've been great. I've been doing absolutely nothing.
Well, that sounds good.
Good time for it?
I've been fantastic. I've just been killing everything technology lately. Pretty proud of myself.
That's awesome. So I just need my prop for the first question. We had to do it. Corny? Funny? I don't know. So I'm going to get straight into the big questions. So let's talk about your recent release, Dear Babe, and the mad video you did to go with it. So the video was done in the same style as Juni's and DZ, but you guys chose to eat and inhale as many chilies as humanly possible. So for the whole duration of the song. So where did this crazy idea come from? Tell us about it.
I always come up with ideas and just kind of like shoot them through to Sam, but we never really do them. And I was just like, oh, what's something that we could do that would be quite easy not in the sense that we could eat a whole bowl of chilies, but what's something like an easy film clip that we could do that would take like one take that we can just put out with the release that we're going to do, because we had a whole tour based around this thing. We're like, oh, we'll do it like a single release and a video just to kind of make it a bit more exciting. And then everything kind of went the way that it did, where we lost all of our gigs and everything. So I was just like, well, I know that we, like, Juniors did one. I know that DZ did one. And I'm like, what could we do that's like similar to that? It's like pretty easy. And it's not illegal. And we're just like, all right, there's only like a few things else that you can do. So I just thought, yeah, the next best thing is probably chilies. And then Sam was just like, oh yeah, that's hilarious. And then we got the song recorded, did a video, and it all happened within about a month. Like that, we got the song recorded, written, and the video released and everything. And then, yeah, got to the night of filming, and we're just like, what have we done? This is stupid.
Levi was like, oh, Sam's like, oh, that's hilarious. But secretly, he actually bullied me into doing it. He forced me to do it. I didn't want to do it.
Amazing.
I don't blame you. I was saying to Shan before, like, I'm the kind of person who orders butter chicken and asks for the super, I make sure they do it super mild, like, and it's butter chicken. It's
like those pork rolls, how they're like, oh, do you want chili in it?
Yeah.
You know that's super hot, that chili that they put in it.
Yeah. It's an awesome music video. It made my morning. It made my day when we got it. Remember?
Yeah, we got the press release through, and Liz is like, "You got to check this clip
You've
out,
got to
like
watch
now."
This. I sent it to the group chat.
Yeah.
Did it turn you off chilies for life? Although Sam, you sound like you were already turned off and bullied in. So.
Nah, you know what? I've actually I've taken a liking to them. I don't know what it's done to me, but I'm eating more chilies than what I've ever eaten in my life. So
that's what I need.
It's good.
Well, here you go. You can
pretty
show the guys how tough we are. No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to have to make lots of nice dishes with those, though. Sorry? Did you say?
Before the end of the...
I'll be happy to help you out.
Nice. Well, I think, where do you guys aren't, we're in Brisbane, so we're a little bit far. We can send you some chilies in the mail.
Express post us some chilies.
Yeah.
Yeah, done. All of these ones, for instance.
So back to Dear Babe, tell us some more. We've talked about the crazy video, but tell us some more about the song itself. So who wrote it and what is it about?
I wrote it. I generally do mostly, just because we're the two pieces, it's kind of hard for Sam to go like, I wrote this drum, make a song out of it. So I kind of write everything on this really cheapy guitar. And I think by doing that, it kind of allows you, if you can make it sound good on that, then it's going to sound good anywhere. But to do that, the song is just pretty much my inability to flirt well. It was more so like when I was younger, I'd just go out and try be really cool and sexy and everything, and then it would just end up being the biggest bloodbath ever, and I just never got the hang of it up until I was a little bit later. So I kind of wanted to do a song rather than singing about like this amazing love life and everything that I have, that it was just an actual real song where I'm like, this is how shit I was at it, and this is an ode to like everyone that struggles with it.
That's awesome. It's an awesome song. I was listening to it again this morning and I totally get that from it. But at the same time, it's quite a cheery song. Like I think with all your music, actually, I find it's like good vibes music. It puts me in a good mood listening to your stuff.
We try.
Thank you.
With most of the songs that we do, we try and make them into a live setting. So they translate really well from when you listen to them into a live show, because we see ourselves as a live band rather than like a recording band, which I think a lot of Australian bands are like that at the moment, that when you go see them live compared to when you listen to them, it's just like it's such a better show live.
Yeah.
We really want to translate that as well. So we've found over, I guess, the last 6 months of playing as a two-piece. When we first started, it was horrible, but now those kind of songs are starting to really shine, and it's been a lot more fun. Because when we first started, it was just we had no idea what we were doing. It was really hard to find that particular sound, and then now it's good.
Good vibes all around.
Yeah.
So you guys are brothers. That's evident. Have you been making music together since you were little? Like, when was Travalley born as a band?
We used to play Black Sabbath, like, and this is when we were.
Our grandfather didn't appreciate it too much, but that was we used to, like, our dads obviously introduced us to a lot of like Led Zeppelin and stuff. So growing up, even our older brother, we used to just kind of mess around a fair bit. And I've been in Melbourne for a while playing in bands, and Levi's been in Ballarat, and then he just rang me one day and he was like, so there's this guy called Drew, and he's the biggest sweetheart ever. We've just been playing some music. Do you want to come and play some drums with us? And I was sessioning for a few different bands at the time, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it was literally like one of the best experiences that I've had playing music with someone. And I'm like, well, there's something here. Let's kind of just do it. So the band's been through a few different incarnations, like a few different bass players and stuff. And then the guys that were in the band at the time had like heaps of studies and other commitments, and then it was just us two, and we're kind of like, oh geez. It was really hard because we were lost two of the main parts of the band, so it sounded very empty. And then Levi just did his thing. You can take it from here, pedal boy.
Just before we go on, when we first started, when we were younger, when we used to play War Pigs, I used to like always play this solo, and Sam hated it because like I just keep going and going and going, and then he'd just start whacking me with the drumstick. Like, every time he just like whack me, he's like, stop stuffing around. He's like smack with a drumstick. I don't hit by a drumstick, but it hurts so much.
Yeah, you got to keep these bloody lead guitarists in line. No, it's up.
War Pigs, let him have his moment.
I love the brotherly love going on.
Yeah,
here.
me too.
Yeah.
He's far enough away, you can't beat him up with a drumstick.
You should like get
Wait
one.
until I see you next time.
Oh dear. I was just talking about your sound earlier and the good vibes that I get from your music. On your Facebook page, it states your music is catchy layered hooks and pristine harmonies encased in an upbeat euphony of driving drums and jangly guitars. That's a pretty sweet description of your sounds. Where does your sound come from? Who are some of your influences, and what inspires you to make music?
We've definitely taken a lot of stuff from Jungle Giant. So when I first heard them, especially their older stuff, is what we really wanted to make as a band when we were a four-piece. Just everything that they did when they first released all their new music, when they were like first coming out, I was just like, this is amazing. I love this kind of vibe of music. It's just really nice. You listen to it and you're like, oh, I could see us playing that kind of stuff as well. And then when everything happened as the two-piece, I was just like, what are we going to do now? How are we going to create that kind of sound with just two people? So I think that's when the Hockey Dad thing came in as well. We have a lot of influences from like Holy Holy and the War on Drugs as well, which is just bringing that really nice swelly sound into what we have, because I guess the Hockey Dad thing's been done before and we don't want to go and just do exactly what they did. So we're like, let's try and make a Holy Holy album or singles with two people. And that's what we've really tried to do. And it's been really hard to figure out exactly how to do that, but it's more so just, the way that you play, heaps of pedals, and a lot of the engineering when we're actually getting it mixed and mastered helps us as well.
Cool. I can't wait to see that in a live setting. So
Yes.
just prior to the madness that ensued when COVID hit us and took away our live music, you guys did a 5-show Victorian tour around the release of your EP Break Free. How was the tour? And you must be keen to kick off some live shows again soon. Tell us more.
Come to Brisbane.
Yes.
Well, we want to do Big Sound. That's a huge thing on our list.
Let's get
Please do.
So, that's something that we've been talking about. We don't really know whether anything's going to be going ahead this year, but we've got a lot of family on the Gold Coast and stuff like that too. So that's definitely something that will be happening in the future for sure.
Sweet.
Nice.
Have you got any venues in mind that you would love to play in Brisbane? We got a lot to choose from.
Give us something. Give us some.
I'm also a promoter, so I'd love to get you guys.
Ooh. Looking to the big dogs.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk myself down or up, but I'm somewhere in there. I do stuff.
It'd be
with-
great to see you guys at Big Sound, though.
Yeah, Big Sound
That'd
would be awesome.
fantastic.
I had my first Big Sound experience last year, and it was amazing. I discovered so many bands that I hadn't heard of before. It's such a wonderful platform for that, for bands to really get themselves out there. And standing in the audience looking around, there were so many promoters, PR people, people that are in the industry, and they too were standing there with jaws wide going, oh, this band's amazing and that band's amazing. It's a really cool thing. So
It's all the right mix of people with
Yeah.
the right heart in it, basically.
yeah, definitely. So that
Sounds like our vibe.
It would be.
So I was going to hit you guys with some sort of fun pop questions now, if that's okay. So other than chili, what do you guys like eating?
Donuts.
Donuts. Yum.
Good one.
Yeah, about 5 years ago, I figured out that I was dairy free. So that's been the worst thing in the world. So I'm just lactose intolerant. So I get really sick if I have dairy. So anything that's delicious, like a dessert, like ice cream, is just the bee's knees.
So you're both sweet tooth.
Oh, I love it. I don't eat as much of it though.
So if you could choose one famous musician to sit down and have a beer and a chat with, who would it be and why?
Ooh.
Tough one, huh?
Alive still or anyone?
Anyone.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury, I reckon. That guy was not only an amazing musician and just so humble, but like a sweetheart too. So yeah, I reckon he'd be unreal.
Absolutely. He'd be fascinating to talk to.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be cool as.
I wouldn't go musician. I would go interviewer of musicians. I'd probably go Cheryl Waters.
Okay.
Interesting.
If I'm going to do an interviewer, just like making up our own questions now, if I was going to do an interviewer, I'd do Nardwuar. Have you seen him?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh my God. Look up Nardwuar on YouTube. He's like the most amazing interviewer ever. And like charismatic as. Do yourself a favour, Nardwuar.
Ooh.
Okay.
Shout out,
Molly.
shout out Nardwuar.
Do
For
yourself a favour.
sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Music
Next question.
answer the question before you go next. I'll say Matt Corby.
Yes!
Matt
Dreamboat!
Matt Corby.
Yeah, I thought
Matt
you said
Corby.
Matt
Yeah,
Corby.
nice. It cut out a bit when you said it. I'm like, huh? I thought it was that. Yeah, nice. He's awesome. All right, so a couple of quick ones. Which one of you is the funniest?
Probably Sam.
So you say.
No way.
And which one is the smartest?
Oh, that's not me. No way. I don't write anything. I just do rhythm.
That's a very important role.
Oh, I love it, but like, I'm just here to look pretty, okay?
He's doing a good job. And which
we're so attractive.
And which one of you is the most annoying?
Sam.
I love that you own that. You're just like, yeah, me.
That's my question.
Yeah.
And so before we let you guys go, the standard final question, what's next from Travalley? What have fans got forward? What have
fans got to look forward to?
We've got a thing coming out soon. We're trying to figure out how we're actually going to do it, but it's called Trav Fest. So what we've been doing, especially when we have a lot of stuff that we can't release at the moment or we don't want to release, we've been writing house tunes, more so in line with like how Rufus does them, where you can kind of play them live in a band setting. And what we want to do from that is we want to change the way that when you go out to experience a band, it's not that you go see 3 bands, everyone rocks up halfway between the second and third band and then everyone leaves straight away. So what we want to do is have like a really good band, and then us, like we play our entire set and then we play the house songs, but we play them obviously as like how Rufus would play them, with like a beat pad, and like I'll end up probably playing bass and Sam will play drums and keyboard and whatever, and then we have a DJ after us. So instead of everyone just rocking up halfway through the second band and then leaving at the end of the third band, they come for the first band because they're good, and then they stay for our set, they stay for the DJ set if we're good enough, and then they stay for the DJ. So it's not just you come in, come out. It's like for the entire night, people are drinking, they're having a really good time. So it could go from like 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning.
I want to know more.
I think,
as in when.
Yeah.
I want details. When, where?
Well, it just depends when stuff.
Brisbane.
Yes! Yeah, that would be amazing.
So what we're going to try to do is so I think we'll try get like sponsorships. Like we might try get like Red Bull or Mercury or just one of those like smaller companies that would be happy to sponsor us. And then that way the venue can have that, they can have us and can have everyone that comes in. And then that way we form sort of like an alliance with the venue. So if we want to do another one, they will promote it and they will benefit way more from it as well. So it's like benefiting us to have the event there and also benefiting the people that are actually running the show as well.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
That's really cool. Yeah. So that's cool. And
especially,
yeah.
I was just saying, especially now after like what everything's kind of happening, it'd be good to try and kickstart some sort of bigger event for these guys to try and get back on their feet too. So it's good for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't wait for live music to be back. Like that's, it's just been cool for everyone. Hey, it's really hard for musicians because you guys miss playing, and it's hard for people like us that like we're called Good Called Live. So our biggest thing is covering live music, and we haven't been able to do that. But you know, everyone I think has sort of taken it in a positive light in a lot of ways. Like I don't know about you guys, have you been doing a lot more writing and things like that while you've not been playing live shows? Or
Levi and myself, Levi actually came up with the idea to do something different instead of like sticking to a band setting, is to write some house kind of stuff, house dancey sort of stuff. So Levi's been pretty busy doing that, and we haven't really been jamming too much, but we've just been busy doing everything else. Like especially with Dear Babe, that took up like a good, month and a half organising like the right people to kind of back us in. It was just, we've been busy doing other stuff. So
yeah,
we're busy, just not so much with music.
Yeah, but that's good to stay busy and until we've got live music again, and then we'll all be even busier because we'll be doing that as well. But
and so many have been adapting and staying positive through adapting and innovating with new ideas, like your little festival idea, which I think is fantastic. And I really think that you should bring it to Brisbane because it'd be great.
We can help.
Do you know Selfish Sons?
Selfish Sons, yeah.
Yeah.
So I met Finn at Splendor, and he's the drummer, and I was just like, we're just talking, chatting away, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm playing this band, whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, playing a band. And then I looked them up and they were huge. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And we've just chatted, and they came down to Victoria and played a show. So he just said when we play Brisbane, like he'd love to play with us and everything. So we've got like a really good connection there as well, which is cool. So when we do come up, it's not like we're playing to 20 people for our first show and like having to grow it. Like we'll have a really good band to support us as well, which is awesome.
We know people.
Yeah, nice.
It's all about who you know. Definitely. All right. Well, I threw in some extra questions there, even though we were like final question, but also, anyway, thank you so much for your time today and
Thanks,
for chatting
guys.
to us for Good Call Live. We'll get the interview up as soon as we can and let you know when we do. And we can't wait to have you in Brisbane. That'll be awesome.
Sooner rather.
Play at, where should they play? The Zoo.
The Zoo, Crowbar.
Oh,
Yeah.
I reckon you're more of a zoo crowd.
Yeah, the Zoo, yeah. Really good vibe there with you guys. I reckon it would be perfect.
Awesome.
Anyway.
Yeah, well,
The
I'll get your email from Fiona and we can message you for sure.
Yeah,
Awesome.
cool. All
Thank you
right.
so much,
Thanks
guys.
again, guys. Love your work.
You've wrapped up my
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.